Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Mo and Ash Vibes. Our today's video is going to be really educative for you. Now we all know that clearing IELTS exam with a good score is extremely important if you want to come to Canada on a student visa. So students who want to come to Canada to study, they give IELTS academic test. Now I have noticed that people who even have really good English, sometimes they also score very less marks or very less score in IELTS writing, due to which their overall score gets affected. Thus it is really important that you practice as many IELTS writing questions as you can. But when you are practicing, you also have to make sure that you understand the question, and then you should know how you should approach the question, and then you should know how to explain the question or explain the diagram or express yourself properly with proper viewpoints. So the explanation part is also equally important, because if you are not able to express your viewpoint properly in a proper method, then of course you are not going to get good scores. So all these things are really important. The IELTS academic test is divided into two tasks. In task 1, you will be given a diagram, a graph, a table or a chart. You have to summarize the given information in your own words. So basically they will present you with the chart or the diagram, and then they will also tell you what you need to do, and then you have to explain all the given information in your own words. In task 2, you will be asked to write an essay in which you have to present your viewpoint or your opinions based on your experience and knowledge. So this is the basic structure of the academic IELTS writing test. In our today's video, we are going to learn about the IELTS academic writing test task 1. Question type is the pie chart question type. Now, when you're going to start solving this question, you have to first keep few things in mind. You don't start telling stories. You have to be very precise. So you have to keep in mind that you should just explain the figure or the information that is given to you. In total, you get 60 minutes to do your IELTS writing test. So which means you get total 60 minutes for task 1 as well as task 2. So you have to make sure that you divide your time wisely. So you should ideally not spend more than 20 minutes on task 1 so that you get enough time to do your task 2 as well. Now let's get started. Now first, what is a pie chart? Pie chart is a circular figure which is divided into different parts. Each of its parts represents a portion of the bigger circular figure. So this is called pie chart. So when you are going to get this question type, you are going to get two pie charts, and in this you have to make some relevant comparisons. You have to explain what information is given in the pie chart in your own words, and you have to present the main ideas. Now let's talk about how to approach this question type. Now in the first paragraph, you should just introduce your pie chart. So whatever the pie chart is talking about, you should just give a small introduction of what it is talking about. So this is usually a very small line, a small paragraph, because you just explain about the pie chart, what it is talking about in just 2 lines. In the second paragraph, you should talk about the main trend, whatever is happening, the main trend of that. So that could represent a major portion of something or the higher percentage of something. So whatever major trend that you can see in your pie charts, you should be explaining that in your second paragraph. In your third paragraph, you should explain your first pie chart more in detail, and if you think that there are any requirements of any comparisons, then you make the relevant comparisons as well. Similarly, in the fourth paragraph, you have to explain your second pie chart more in detail, and if you think that there is a requirement of some comparison, you can make some relevant comparisons, then you can make those comparisons here as well. Now let's look at the sample question and use this method to solve that question. As you can see on your screen that the two pie charts have been given to you, and you can also see the question on your screen. So it's really important that you read the question properly, because that will exactly tell us that what we need to do. So the question says, the chart below shows the reasons why people chose yoga or gym as their method of workout. So just by reading the first line of the question, it's very clear that the two charts are representing the workout method. One is yoga and the other one is gym. Then it says summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features. So now we know that we have to talk about the main features, and then we have to make comparisons where relevant. And then it says write at least 150 words. So reading the question properly is extremely important, because first it tells us that what the diagram or what the chart is all about, and then it also exactly tells us that what we need to do. Like here it has already told us that we have to report the main features as well as make some relevant comparisons where it's required. So now let's start solving this question. Now in the first paragraph, as I said, you just have to introduce the pie chart. So the first paragraph you can write that both pie charts represent the reasons of choosing a workout method, that is yoga or gym, by a certain percentage of people. So that's it. You just have to explain in one line or in 2 lines that what the pie chart is all about, and this is all you have to do in your first paragraph. Moving on to the second paragraph. Now, as I said before, in the second paragraph you should be explaining about a major trend or a main feature of the pie charts. If you look at your pie charts, in the first pie chart the major trend is represented by 51%, which further represents that it keeps the body in perfect balance. Similarly, in the second pie chart, the major trend is represented by 59%, which further represents that it's for to stay healthy and fit. So basically you have to explain the major trend in this second paragraph. So basically you can write down that the majority of people who chose yoga have made this choice with the principal reason to keep their overall body in perfect balance, whilst the major set of people who chose gym as a workout method is purely to keep themselves fit and healthy. Also, because we know that 51% and 59% is almost an equal percentage, and it represents a very great number, like a very huge number. So you can also make a relevant comparison here by saying that remarkably an almost equal percentage of people believed that their choice of the workout is the best method. So this is how you should be doing the first 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph is the introduction that we explained in a line or 2. In the second paragraph we are talking about a major trend, and also we are making any relevant comparisons. Now moving on to the third paragraph. In the third paragraph we should be explaining the first pie chart more in detail. Now, you can see that the first pie chart represents 51%, 25%, 18%, 6%. So it's telling about 4 different factors. One is balance, one is flexibility, the third is the ease, which is that it can be done from anywhere. The fourth one is the best method of workout for the entire body and mind. So it's representing 4 factors. So in the third paragraph we have to explain all of these 4 factors a little bit more in detail. So we can write it down like this, that keeping the body in perfect balance and flexibility are the reasons given by the majority percentage, that is 76% of the people who chose yoga. Here when they are talking about the 76%, basically they have combined the 51% plus the 25% that represents balance and flexibility together. Then the next line you can write it down as others consider it to be a form of workout that can be done from any location and a best method of workout. This proportion of people consists of the remaining 24%. So instead of writing the 18% separately and 6% separately, we can combine it together and write it together. So we wrote it like this, that the remaining percentage, which is the 24%, it represents that it can be done from any location, plus it's the best workout method. So this is how you should be doing your third paragraph, by explaining your first pie chart a little bit more in detail. But again, you can see in this paragraph as well that although we have explained it a little bit more in detail, but we are still stating the facts and we are not telling stories. We are just telling whatever the information has been given to us, and we are being very precise about it. So you have to be very careful about this thing. Now moving on to the fourth paragraph, people who have chosen gym, they are representing again different percentages. For example, 59% is for fit and healthy, 23% for they enjoy weightlifting, then 11% represents that it's closer to their house, 7% represents that it's the best method for full body workout. So now again we have to explain this pie chart a little bit more in detail. So we can write it down like this, that people who have chosen gym as a form of workout have different reasons. A fair percentage of people, that is 23% of people, chose gym because they like working out with heavy weights. A major 59% out of total people state their prime reason is to be simply staying fit and living a healthy life. For 11% of people, gym is convenient as it's closer to their house. Lastly, only 7% of people considers gym to be the best form of working out. Now in this case, we explained everything separately, so we can do this to show them a variety of things. Like in the first pie chart, we tried to combine things together, and here, because the percentages are very like varied, like 59%, 23%, 11%, 7%, so we can, instead of combining them together, we can explain them separately. So this way it looks more like appealing as well, because this way we have used both the methods of explanation. Like in first pie chart, we explained by combining things together. In this way we talked about everything separately. So you can explain the fourth pie chart like this, by telling everything, each and everything separately. So this is how you should be attempting your pie chart question type. It's really easy. I know a lot of times students get really scared when they get these kind of question type, because they don't know what to write and they just get intimidated by the figure. But you don't have to worry about it, and you should not be thinking too much about it, because actually this kind of question type is pretty simple. Because if you divide it into proper sections and if you proper this methodology, it's really easy, because you just have all the information right in front of you. You just have to explain it in your own words. So as long as you know that you have to introduce first, then talk about the main feature, then talk about the individual pie charts one by one in different paragraphs, and make relevant comparisons, then it's pretty simple, because all the information is right in front of you. You don't have to worry about making some stories or explaining anything in detail too much. Still, if you have any more questions related to this question type, feel free to comment in the section below and I will reply to you as soon as possible. If you feel that our today's video was useful for you, don't forget to hit the like button and also share the content. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button, because we share a lot of informative videos and a lot of videos on IELTS with you that will help you to score better grades. Now with this, I'm going to wrap up our today's topic. I will see you in our next video. Until next time, ta-da!